Hey everyone, this is Alease Michelle, your online marketing and branding coach, and I just realized that you guys could not hear me, so I had to do a little changing. I didn't realize all I do is unplug my headphone. But guys, I want to welcome you to today's Position, Promote, and Profit 5-day audio series. Now, this training or audio series has been inspired by my ultimate Facebook marketing bundle that I am offering as a special offer this week for the next 5 days or 6 days until Saturday. It ends on Saturday. And in that bundle, there are 5 classes that help you position, promote, and profit yourself. Okay. So if you're interested, go over to aleasemichelle.com/FMB and you can check out that course. It's only $47, guys. Typically, the price for all of those courses would be $279, but I really want you to have it because this is really important to position yourself, learn how to promote, and profit from what you love the most. Okay, so today's topic is I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the comment. Okay, so today we're going to talk about how to position yourself as an expert or a person who just knows their stuff, and you have to be able to generate, and you want to generate real income from your business. Okay, so I'm going to share with you about I think about 9 ways that I literally have done it and position myself, because I can just tell you guys, I did not just pop up on the scene and start making money. It didn't happen like that, and it doesn't happen for most people. Okay, when you start your business, it takes time for people to know you. I mean, let's think about it. When a new retail store opens up around the corner, or a restaurant opens up on the corner, they are always positioning themselves before they actually open. They put signs up. They even put the sign on the building before it is even complete. They let you know what is coming so that you can get really excited. So they're positioning themselves on that corner, or they're positioning themselves in that new retail space so that you can really know who they are and expect what is coming. So you have to also think of yourself the same way. One of the things I can tell you though, once you do position yourself, the money will come. People will start to seek you out and want what you have to offer. They're going to be standing in line, getting it and wanting what you want. And I'm not kidding about this. Okay. And so that's why positioning is so important. And I think a lot of times we try to skip over this because it does require that we put ourselves out there. But guess what? It's better to be a known brand or a known company that people want to do business with, or better, or more or less better than being the best kept secret. Okay. The best kept secret, I can tell you, is not generating income, especially not the income that most of you I know want, is that you can be able to leave your 9-to-5 job. So you need to generate income. So the best kept secret does not make money. I'm just being real with you. Okay. So what I'm going to share with you are the strategies that I've done to position myself. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to do all of these that I am mentioning, but you can, I would say, pick a couple of ones, maybe 2 or 3 out of the 9 that I'm going to share, and see if you can implement those into your own strategy yourself. Okay. So I am not going to waste your time anymore. Just let me know if you guys can hear me okay, just by putting a yes in the comments section. I can see that I am, I really can hear myself because of the waves. That's the fun thing about this audio live. It is, you don't have to be in front of the video, but because of the waves that you see, it creates like a video interactive, so people can actually see that things are going on. Okay, that they're not just talking to, there's just an image, right? They know there's something behind the image, which is audio. Okay, well, I'm about to get all of out tangent. Let me get into it. Okay, so I want to share with you 9 kick butt ways that you can be well on your way to establishing yourself as the go-to person, as the girl who knows everything, the girl who is so good at what she does that people are lined up to want to do business with you. All right, so let's start with number one. And again, this is not in any particular order. I realized that once I wrote it down. This is not like you should do this first, second, third. This is just my list that I came up with on the top of my head right before I jumped on this audio live. That sort of sounds sort of funny. Audio live. So this is not in any particular order. Okay. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Sue Johnson. What's up? So let's start with number one. Number one, the best way to establish yourself, position yourself as the go-to person is to create a detailed informational product, okay, like an ebook, or create a course or a webinar. Why do you want to do that? It's because there are so many people who say they got a course in them. They got a book in them. They've got this, they want to do a webinar, but they never ever do it. So when they see that someone else is able to accomplish something that they were not able to do, then they immediately see you as an expert. They see you as, oh, I want to be like her. I want to be like him. And I want to do that. So I'm going to take their course. I'm going to learn from them because they're doing something that I was scared to do. I wasn't comfortable doing. So they decided to do, they're going to follow in your steps. So creating a detailed informational product is going to immediately set you up as a expert, as position yourself. Okay. So informational products can be ebooks. It can be a physical book. It can be a course. It can be a webinar. Literally, guys, it can be doing a Facebook Live or audio live every week. It's going to position you because you are putting out content. I cannot stress that more than anything else, right? Typically, my clients who work with me, that's one of the things that we first start off with is I say, do you want to write a book? Let's get a book out there. Let's get an ebook out there, or let's write your first 30-minute course, something out there. Because I know the power of creating informational products and how that benefits you when you start to position yourself as an expert. And typically, let me just say this, because I'm really speaking for people who are either coaches or people who are offering some type of service, or educational service like this. It's easy to create informational products. You might be saying, well, I offer like products. Okay. I sell clothing. And guys, honestly, even though you're using selling products like clothing or supplements or anything like that, you can still put together an informational product. It's just, you would look at the informational product more as a service. Like, okay, so for example, if you're selling supplements, right, I would say that you can put an informational product together on 20 different ways to take your supplements with your food, okay, or 20 different ways that foods that do not interact with your supplements, okay. Again, I'm making that up, but you see, it becomes a what is it? I'm about to use the same word. It becomes an additional item to help that person be able to use the products that you're selling a lot easier, and they'll always come back to you. So that's why catalogs are really big in the clothing industry, is because people get to see how to coordinate the clothing, right? It's more than just a shirt that you're selling. You're actually selling how a person can coordinate the look. Okay. So that's my example. Okay, because I could talk about that all day. And that's the reason why, I guess that's the reason why I put it number one, because that is really important to start creating some kind of informational product. And I also want to encourage you and challenge you to look up how to create your own digital products, your own books. It's not that hard with the wave of the internet and how technology has moved so fast. We can create these things ourselves now without really having to spend a whole lot of money to make these happen, right? So again, if you had an excuse for that, I just crushed that excuse. You don't have that anymore. All right. So number 2 is to always stay up to date with, information in your niche. Okay. That's really self-explanatory to me. When new things come out, stay updated on it, and share it with your audience. One of the things that I love the most is Facebook. And so I am always on whatever new feature is out there. They've got some new features out there with Facebook Messenger. And I'm reading up on it, and I'm really trying to figure out, how the best way that you guys can use it. But clearly, I'm always staying updated up to date on anything that is related to the niche that my business is in. Okay. Number 3, you want to create a blog or a podcast. Okay. And I know I can feel it. I can hear you guys like, ooh, making this ugly face. I got the blog. I got I got to do some audio. Yes, it is the place. Again, this is another form of content or informational product. Blogging or creating a podcast, again, is going to be a place or a hub that people can go and read or listen to other information that you put out. Okay. They necessarily can't always follow you on social media. And maybe sometimes your social media stuff is so short and concise. They really want to dig in a little bit more about who you are and what you do. So that blog or that podcast that you might create is going to be that place. Now, these things, if you decide to do a blog, let's just say this, they don't have to be like a master thesis paper. It literally does not. It can be like 300 words, works just fine. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. I've been blogging since, maybe 2012. Okay. Probably longer than that. And I think in 2015, I think that's the year. I'm really not good with dates, but that's about around the time. 2015, I went through all of my blog posts and I started to categorize them all. I printed them all out, categorized them all, and I turned all of my previous blog posts into a book. That's how I got my first book out. And that's, if you ever want to, you still can get it on Amazon. It's called Greatness is in the Comeback. But I literally was able to repurpose blog content that I had written on my blog into a book. Okay. So if you ever want to know how to repurpose something, I am the queen of repurpose. Okay. So start a dedicated blog talking about your expertise. Number 5. Am I on number 5? Number 4 is be a guest or a guest blogger on someone else's podcast. I like to say guest, be a guest on someone's podcast because that's easier to put content together other than trying to write for somebody else's blog. Writing is not one of my strong points, and I'm not trying to make it one of my strong points. What I'm really feel like I'm really good at is talking. That's odd because I don't like to talk, but talking. And so being a guest on someone's podcast just allows me to just talk about what I know. And to get these podcast interviews, they are a lot easier than you can imagine. The first thing you can probably do is go to iTunes or Stitcher and look at people who already have podcasts that are around the niche or that your ideal customers or clients are listening to, and just submit an email to them and saying, are you taking interviews? Are you interviewing industry experts? Okay. All they can say to you is yes or no. If they say yes, they're going to ask you for some more information, and bam, wham, you are now on their interview spot for that podcast. Now, why am I stressing podcasts? The reason why I'm stressing podcasts, because anybody that listens to a podcast, guys, is going to be a different type of person. They are not going to be your typical readers, like book readers, which is great. But a person who spends the time to download and listens to podcasts on their way home or just hanging out, doing housework around the house, they are a different type of person, and you want to get in front of that person. That's another type of target market who just has another sense of dedication. Okay. I am a podcast lover. I will download a ton of podcasts on my way to wherever I'm going. So when I'm in my car is my rolling university, and podcasts have been my super duper friend. All right. So try getting on podcast interviews. In the past couple of years, I've lost count. I've probably been on 15 different podcast interviews. And out of each one of those podcast interviews, I've either had people subscribe to my email list, or I've gotten clients from those interviews. So it's not just about me, and I've been able to repurpose that content from those podcasts and put it on my blog. So look at that win-win situation. Okay. So that's number 4. Number 5 is that you want to get chatty on social media. What do I mean by that? Well, you guys really know. You know what that means. It means you need to be active. You need to be chatting up, having conversations with people who are on social media, leaving comments, liking their stuff, asking them questions. Be interactive, because the more you're interactive, the more people are going to see you in the news feed. And then they're going to say, who is this chick? Here's what I really, I get a lot of pushback about social media, and I totally understand it, because it's not new anymore. So saying that it's new, that's done for, because it's not new anymore. But I understand that when you are on social media, you are putting yourself out there. It's very similar to networking when you go to these networking events. Now, I can tell you, I hate it going to networking events, right? I was one of those little wallflowers who would just stand against the wall and pray and hope that someone would come talk to me. I'm just not really, I'm not saying I'm not really good. I just didn't like it, right? So social media was another way for me to network. And so by you chatting it up with people on social media, leaving comments, liking stuff, asking questions, is another form of networking that you don't even have to leave your home. Okay. You can do it from your bed. You can do it from your phone, doing your lunch breaks, doing, downtime that you have. And it's just an easier way to get in front of more people in a more consistent way without all the other headaches of networking. Okay. I'm just being the real with you. So use social media to chat it up so people can find out who you are. Don't be the best kept secret. I don't want that to happen to you. No, because you guys got a lot of stuff going on that you want to share with people. Be the girl, be the woman, be the lady, whatever you want to call yourself. Be the entrepreneur that people come to for advice. They come to your page. They look for your products and services. They want to be excited about what you have to offer. Give people that opportunity to interact with you in that way. Okay. All right. So I feel like I'm getting off on this little tangent thing. Okay. So we are now on number 6. I think I put my order. I didn't number my thing right. Number 6 is to capture your best tips on video and then upload it to YouTube. Now, again, if you guys watch my free training that I did yesterday around about 8:00, and that training was on how to promote your products and services when you hate self-promotion, I talked about the power of live streaming, okay? And the reason why you want to jump on the bandwagon, and it's really not a bandwagon, it is the new thing to do, okay? And again, I contribute it to reality TV, but video, people want to hear you. They want to see you. They want to know that you're a real person, that that you have good days and bad days, that you mess up, that you stutter. I mean, I do all these things, but I continue to do these things because I know it positions me in front of people who want to either be like me, want to do what I'm doing, want to eventually get the nerve up to do it. So I've got to position myself in front of those people to let them know that, hey, I'm here for you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to, give you the motivation, the encouragement, the accountability that you need to make your dreams happen. Because the one thing that I hate more than anything else is that someone who is a talker and not an action taker. Okay. Talking, you can tell me your idea one day, but the second day I need to hear what you have done to move that dream or that passion forward, because talking to me talking can't do nothing. Right? So if you ever meet me and you come to me and talk to me about your vision and your dream, I just want to let you know that I am a big pusher on making things happen, because the next day you come to me and you're still talking about it, then I'm done. I'm literally a couple of my clients would tell you that I literally dropped them because they were not taking action. Okay. They had to come back to me, a couple of months later, but literally I like working with action takers. I only work with action takers because of that. Okay. Again, I'm getting so off tangent here, but I just want you guys, and I hope you can hear my passion and reason why I want you to really think about how to position yourself. So far, I've shared with you 6 different ways that you can establish yourself as an expert so that people can, so that you can generate real income from your business. Now, like this, not this little bit of money, but big money when you position yourself the right way. And before I go and share a couple of more, I also want us to know that, and this is really a issue with women. And I can say that because I am a woman. And a lot of times we think that we have to go back to school to get certain credentials so that we can have these letters at the end of our names. And then when people see those letters, then they will buy from us, or they will really think us as being more legit. Guys, let me tell you something that is furthest from the truth. I always say to people, and I was guilty of it. I have a master's degree in visual arts. I also have over 90 hours toward a doctorate degree in instructional education. I loved all of that, but I realized at that time when I was going through my doctorate degree that literally it wasn't going to make me any more money. Would someone be able to call me Dr. Alease? Yeah, they probably have. But was that really going to affect my bottom line? It wasn't. It was going to put me in more debt, which is, it's considered good debt. But I didn't need any more debt than I already have. I got a school loan. I got those already. So I'm just putting that out there to let you know if that's something that you are being reluctant about and thinking that, oh, I got to make sure I finish this degree. Oh, I got to go get these certificates. Or, oh, I got to lose this weight. Whatever you might be having some hang up about because you feel like you have to have all your ducks in a row, let that go, okay? You don't have to have all your ducks in a row. You just need to have one duck. One duck ready, okay? You need to have this one duck ready to put out there for people to see, okay? So again, I'm getting off tangent, but let's continue. I have about, I have 3 more to go. And so what did I leave off on? Did I leave off on number 6? I think I did. Number 6. So this is number 7. Number 7 has a lot to do with what I just talked about, and that is be consistent. Okay. I think we get this, little mojo. We get our mojo, and we get online and we start to post for a little while, and then we fall off. And then we fall off some more. And then it's 2 months later and we haven't posted anything. So what I like to tell my clients is that start off with where you are capable of doing. Is it once a week? Then start with once a week. And then just add one to it. Add another post until you are at about posting almost every day for 7 days. And then if you really, really want to push it, that you're posting like twice a day for the 7 days. Okay. But again, start with where you are and work your way up, right? Think of it like social media or promoting or position yourself. Think of it as you going to the gym. You can't just start off lifting, like 100 pounds over your head. Okay. You just can't do that. And I don't recommend you do that if you haven't been in the gym in a while. You have to start off where you are. Just like one of my goals for the summer was to learn how to swim. Now I envision myself swimming like a fish, but I can tell you on my first lesson, I was not swimming like a fish. Boy, I was terrified more or less the first time, but the more I did it, the more days I went to the swimming pool, the better I got. And I can say right now, as of July the 23rd of 2017, I am a swimmer. Yes, a swimmer. I can say that. That's really unbelievable. But yes, I am. So start off where you are. The key thing is to be consistent and build up on that. Okay. Now we're at 8 and 9, and number 8 is show your street credibility. Okay. Or creed or credibility. I never can say that word right, but show your street creed. Okay. And what I mean by that, you want to show your numbers as much as possible, how much money you've made. Okay. A lot of times that's a really icky kind of feeling. And I did not do that for a while. And I do it, but I don't do it in a way that I want to be braggadocious. Okay. So when I say that I made $1,500 in less than 6 hours by just sending out emails, that is street credibility, okay? Just by sharing the numbers with you. And I did that, right? And I loved it. And you can do that too, but you want to show numbers. I also want to say that this is probably where sharing your credentials also come in, okay? So if you do have a master's degree or a bachelor's degree or certifications in the field that you are, doing business in, then share that. Okay. That's something that I don't do much. I am certified in content management. I am also certified in Facebook advertisement or social media advertisement. I'm also certified in customer acquisition, meaning to acquire leads and new customers, but I don't really talk about that much. And that's, shame on me. I'm smacking my hand. Shame on me. I need to share that more often. I also have a master's degree and I have additional doctoral level education in instructional education. So that's why I love developing courses and writing courses, because that is my love. I still do that. Okay. So show your credentials. Okay. And do it as often as you possibly can. But I'm also saying I don't want you to go into debt just to show credentials. Okay. There are other ways to show your stats or your numbers, and it's not always to go get another degree. Okay. Now, the last one is a really easy one, and I think a lot of times we overlook this a lot. But the last one is I want you to get testimonies. Get testimonies from family, from friends, from actual customers and clients that you have helped or who has bought something from you, and they have absolutely love what they have purchased or what you've coached them through or what you've talked them through. Get those testimonies, okay? And the more you have, the merrier. But if you only have a couple is a whole lot better than none. And it's okay to share friends and family. You don't necessarily have to say, oh, this is my mama. But if y'all share the same last name, it probably will be obvious. But I had to really think about when I first started my business that testimonies were always around me all the time, from my college students, always talking about my teaching style and how much they've learned from me, and that they were able to take the advice from one lesson that I taught and they were able to start their business. Those were testimonies that I just clearly overlooked. But when my coach said, Alease, I need for you to get testimonies, I was like, ding, ding, ding. I went right back to those students and I asked them, would they write me a recommendation? So that's where I started off with. Then once I started getting some clients, then I actually got client testimonies. And now that I'm always on social media and my clients are finding me on social media, they literally would just post within one of my groups, or they would just leave me a testimony on one of my posts. So all I have to do is screenshot it from there, right? Of course, I ask for their permission, but now testimonies come in at least once a week from something that I've coached a client with, or they've bought a product from me. But literally, testimonies are easier to come, and they will position you as an expert, as the go-to person in your field when you use testimonies. Okay. So those are my 9 ways that you can position yourself as an expert, or the person who, you want to be seen as the girl or the woman or the entrepreneur who knows her stuff. Those are 9 ways that you can do it. Now, again, you don't have to try to use all 9 ways. I suggest that you choose about 2 or 3 of the 9 that I suggested. Try about 2 or 3. Okay. And then you can add on. Once you got the testimonies and, doing good, and you're posting to your blog, and maybe you're doing, you've gotten a couple of podcast guest interviews and, under your belt, then you can move on to the other 6 that I've recommended. So again, you've got a good start to position yourself. I just want you to know, and I hope you can hear in my voice, how important it is to position yourself as an expert. Okay. And so with that said, I just want to give you a quick reminder that the ultimate Facebook marketing bundle, which is a bundle that is going to help you optimize your online presence, is going to help you get engagement on your social media, platform so people will like and trust you and eventually buy from you. It's also going to help you with your live stream. Some of you might be a little chicken to go live on Facebook or even go live using audio. I have a class in that bundle that will help you get your live streaming together. It's called Facebook 101. Facebook Live 101. It's going to help you with your email sequence, right? I call this lay down money. So your email sequencing is going to help you build your list and also put your list building on automation, okay? So that you can make lay down money, okay? I like to call it passive income, lay down money. And then the fifth thing is how to put together a Facebook ad. A lot of people talk about it and a lot of people ask me about it, but a lot of people are a little leery of setting up their first Facebook ad. So I do include that in that course. So if you're interested, go to aleasemichelle.com/FMB to check out that course. Again, it's called the Ultimate Facebook Marketing Bundle, and you can go to aleasemichelle.com/FMB to check it out. Okay. All right, guys. So that is the end of the Position, Promote, and Profit 5-day audio series, and I will see you tomorrow with another Position, Promote, Profit series. All right. So I'll talk to you later. You guys have a awesome day. All right. Peace out.